Hey, how you guys going? My name is Heartbeat and welcome back into this week's video, and today we're here another fantastic episode of the Arctic Shack for you beautiful people. So, in this week's video we're going to be talking about furries and complaining. Oh, don't we all just love a little bit of a sook and a whine, don't we all? Now, one thing I want to say straight off the block is that I understand that there is people out there who like to voice their own opinion. Like me, for example. There's pretty much this whole entire channel. I understand, the freedom of speech, and I understand people like to express others' options and opinions towards that certain topic. And that is completely understandable. But I do believe there is a massive barrier as to what's offensive and stuff that we shouldn't talk about and stuff that is very safe to talk about, and that's what I'm here to discuss. So the first thing that furries enjoy and like to complain about is age. Hey, old man Jameson? Yeah, what's up, man? You need to stop playing tennis. What, why? Because you're 30 years old, you grandpa. How dare you enjoy a hobby over the age of 30? How disgusting. Disgusting! Why is this such a relevant topic again? Didn't we already go through this? I have already made a video about grey muzzles a little while ago. If you want to watch that, please by all means. But basically, in my personal opinion, with furries who are 30 years and plus, I'm all for it. Personally, I don't think the furry fandom should have an age limit. I mean, if you wish to dress up as an anime character and you want to have a persona and you want to meet new friends, hey, do it as young as you want or as old as you want. Like, I personally don't care. Another very common thing that furries just absolutely adore to complain about is pricing. Pricing can include art pieces, fursuits, and auctions. As a good old rule for me to say, if you can't afford it, then don't buy it. Oh, duh, obviously. But even though I haven't, obviously I'm not an artist nor a fursuit maker, I can't say, hashtag relatable, but I can understand the frustration for when people are always like commenting like, oh, I wish I can buy this, oh, I want to buy this but I'm too poor. Like, so? Thank you very much for boasting your poverty. I mean, it's okay to, express an opinion towards that art piece, like, yeah, it looks very beautiful, that sort of stuff. But if you're constantly whinging about how broke you are, or that you can't afford this art piece or this fursuit maker, then save up for a job, get a few grand underneath your belt, and hey presto, you've got a suit. Or save up a bit of money for that commission. Make it a goal. Don't make it just something to whinge about, just make it a goal. Another thing I've been noticing very recently as well that people like to complain about is the quality of fursuits. Now, I'm gonna be a big boy here. If you actually have a look at my paws, they're not exactly the world's most cleanest paws in the world, and they're second-hand, so at least I can admit that, hey, these aren't top-notch quality. But in my personal opinion, I actually hate witch hunts and, personal attacks and sometimes even threats, like death threats and all that, to people who have a suit that isn't, more for less or mischief makers or something like that. And again, this sort of references back to the second point that I just made about people not being able to afford art pieces or fursuits. And some people, they're not multiple rich millionaires. Sometimes they can't afford to make it. So sometimes they either make it themselves or get an incredibly cheap or second-hand suit. And they enjoy the suit and wearing it and all that. I'd say let them be. You know what? Everyone starts from everywhere. Look at me. I only have a head and hand paws. I'm having a good time. Leave me alone. You know what? They might not be able to afford a full suit yet. So what? They're having a good time. They're a furry. They're expressing themselves. They enjoy what they're doing. Why should we interrupt? Just let them be. Anyways, that's all the topics I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yet again, guys, there really isn't nothing to complain about. All these three things that I've mentioned is completely irrelevant and shouldn't really be taken that seriously. So I think there are far more serious topics to talk about other than someone having a dodgy suit or complaining about art pieces. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later, mate.